Hey, what's going on, everyone? Joey here, and I hope you guys are staying safe during these crazy times. But let me tell you, last night's episode was a great distraction from the world. It really was a fantastic one. The person who we said was going home went home. Man, we've been doing good this season. But right now, we're going to go through all of the audio, all of the clues that you may have missed from last night's episode. Before we do, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. If you're new to the YouTube channel, hi, how are you? My name is Joey Contino. I'm an executive audio producer here in New York City, where it's my job to provide audio for my clients. And when that audio sounds bad, it's my job to make it sound good. And that's where The Masked Singer comes in. Every single week, we get these brand new clue packages, and in those clue packages are the celebrities talking. But Fox is smart. They said, we can't let them talk with their real voices, because if they do, everyone's going to recognize them. And yes, I'm assuming that's how Fox talks. So what do? They take the voice of the celebrity, the voiceover, they speed it up and pitch it up so that you have no idea who it is. Now, normally you would just go ahead and go through the clues and figure out who's under the mask, but doing what I do, I figured I could slow it down and pitch correct it, so that we can go ahead and hear the real celebrity voice. Now that plus the clues, we can determine who is under the mask. And now we've been doing that from episode 1 of season 1, and have only gotten one wrong. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty decent. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and recap the entire episode, go through the clues, go through the pitch correct audio, and just have a good time doing it. Now, I will go ahead and tell you there's a ton of spoilers in this video. This is your only warning. No need to curse me out in the comment section and tell me, why you ruined the show for everyone. This is your point, and you're like 2 minutes in to get off. Last night, man, really was a great episode. Someone over here was revealed, and it was the Swan. That's right, gotta put an X on the Swan. The Swan was revealed to be Bella Thorne. Yeah, Bella Thorne, man. That was one of our main guesses. I told you before that I don't like to do main guesses until the 3rd episode, because you do need a lot of different clues to really hammer it down perfect. But it was Bella Thorne. Let's put the X on there. For those who don't know, this is our board behind us. I actually have these clear X's to put on them. So here's our Swan. She's going to get her X on there. She's X'd out now. And now she gets moved down below. I'll have to rewrite who I think everyone is. But we'll put her right next to the bear. So there we go. We have 2 gone out of the group. Man, oh man. Last night was a good episode because you guys were all fighting, especially during our live stream, on who you think that was going to be. And I told you before that I was stuck between her and Evan Rachel Wood, and I'm happy that she went up getting it. Let me tell you, it really, really was a good episode last night. But let's go ahead and dive into all the clues and the pitch correct audio and our best guesses, starting with the astronaut. The astronaut's clues, at least the big clues, were: he said that he was a young bright star who got burnt and left himself isolated and lonely. We saw a bunch of balloons and a French horn that kind of came out like a, how do you say that? I guess like a 3D image. He mentioned 500 days and sign language as well, so we don't know if maybe there's song titles, maybe he knows sign language. The final clue was the astronaut saying that he was going to sing a song from a friend, and then he sang a song from Stevie Wonder. So someone who knows Stevie Wonder very well. And an additional clue, which was not in the clue package but was after the performance, was that Nick Cannon was asking all the contestants what was their yearbook quote, or what would their yearbook quote be. And the astronaut said, "We can all reach to the stars sometimes. It just takes a little help from someone from an organized crime family." Kind of creepy, right? Anyway, here's the audio that Fox gave us.
Well, we can all reach the stars. Sometimes it just takes a little help from someone from an organized crime family.
Now, here's our pitch correct audio.
Well, we can all reach the stars. Sometimes it just takes a little help from someone from an organized crime family.
Now, any guesses on who that could be? I mean, we've been saying who we think the astronaut is for a while. I've been saying that it's Hunter Hayes. Now, before you argue with me, let's listen to the audio again. Let's play the astronaut talking and then play an interview clip of Hunter Hayes.
Well, we can all reach the stars. Sometimes it just takes a little help from someone from an organized crime family. We finished the album. We put out the song Wild Blue last night. We knew we were going to put it out.
So yes, that does sound like Hunter Hayes. And his singing style is exactly the same. Now, just to kind of go through the clues to give you an idea on where we got this from, first and foremost, the biggest clue and giveaway was the whole thing with Stevie Wonder, being a friend with Stevie Wonder. Because Hunter Hayes has done many projects with Stevie Wonder, including he was on Dancing with the Stars with Stevie Wonder and performed together, which, remember, the executive producer of Dancing with the Stars is the executive producer for The Masked Singer. So it would make sense on why Hunter Hayes would be on the show. Just like a lot of the contestants, we've noticed that trend where if they were on Dancing with the Stars, they were on this show, or they're going to be on this show. In regards to his young self being burnt, I know that, I think it was like back in 2016, he sang the national anthem at the World Series and really blew it.
We're so gallantly streaming.
A lot of people kind of gave him some backlash, so maybe that's what that's referring to. And the French horn, I feel like, is a play on something different. Sometimes I feel like the clues do mean something else. I think the French horn really means just French in general, because he can sing in English and in French. So it gets me to believing that that's where that clue comes together. Anyway, do you agree with my clues? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section. Next contestant was the Night Angel, who is still so terrifying. That mask, I really can't. That's just, it is a freaking mask. It's giving me nightmares. Anyway, the clues were, Night Angel said she got lost in the crowd of other angels, and it showed her with two other angels that looked exactly like her. So she was in a girl band. Oh, sound like our guest from earlier, sounding good. There was a fireplace shown, a busy intersection, a board with a castle, and a strawberry drawn on it. Then we saw the Night Angel draw a heart. There was a picture of tea. She spoke about building an empire, and she mentioned hustle and destiny as well. Now, her yearbook quote was, "If you're willing to lend a helping wing, then you can break barriers." Well, that's a kind of interesting quote. Now, here's the audio Fox gave us.
If you're willing to lend a helping wing, then you too could break barriers.
Here's our audio.
If you're willing to lend a helping wing, then you too could break barriers.
Any guesses? I'm still sticking to Candy Burris. Seriously, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and slam together her speaking, or I'll do the Night Angel first speaking, and then we'll go ahead and put Candy's interview audio, and just listen to the audio.
If you're willing to lend a helping wing, then you too could break barriers.
Cynthia was very honest about her feelings and the fact that she felt like Kenya was dissing her.
So yeah, that does sound like Candy, right? It does sound like, I want candy. Obviously, let's go through the clues here. The biggest clues that really jumped out at me was the fact that she was with two other angels. She was in a girl group called Escape with a couple other girls, and unfortunately she did kind of get lost in that mix there. I feel bad for her, but at least she's doing good now. The next clue that really stood out was the tea clue. I do know she's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she does spit a lot of tea out of people and throw tea, and so I think that that's maybe a hint at that show. When it comes to building an empire, I mean, you can just Google her an empire. She has built an empire up. Seriously, this whole singing thing unfortunately had faded for her, and she was left with nothing after her career. And being on this show, she built up a brand and really built up a lot of things around her. So she did build up an empire. And talking about the show, this obviously has nothing to do with the clues and things, but did you notice that Real Housewives of Atlanta put up an entire post on Instagram saying, hey, we recognize that voice? So even their producers know that it's her. So let me know, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section. The next contestant was the T-Rex. And the T-Rex didn't give us too many clues, but last week's episode gave us so many clues that we can definitely tell who this is. The clues that we did get was this. We were shown a globe and a birthday hat. She mentioned a bumblebee and that the need to diversify. And then her yearbook quote was, if you dream big, your face can be everywhere, and you'll never go extinct unless a meteor hits. That's a big clue. Once again, not too many clues, but that one's a big clue. We'll talk about that in a second. Here's the audio of her talking.
If you dream big, your face can be everywhere, and you'll never go extinct unless a meteor hits.
Now here's our pitch correct audio.
If you dream big, your face can be everywhere, and you'll never go extinct unless a meteor hits.
And I mean, come on, it's JoJo Siwa. That voice sounds so. That's hands down. Her voice alone sounds just like her. Here is the T-Rex talking into her talking.
If you dream big, your face can be everywhere, and you'll never go extinct unless a meteor hits.
I think we should just go to the toys. The toys is always a slam dunk.
So yeah, that audio matches up, and let's just to go through the clues. When she's talking about her face being plastered everywhere, do you know she has a car? A Tesla, actually, with her face everywhere on it. Like, it's decaled everywhere. It's kind of ridiculous how many things are on her car. When it comes to diversify, we do know that after Dance Moms, the only way she's going to be able to survive is she adapted and diversified, which she did. She started her own brand. She started making toys. She did a YouTube channel. She does music. So she definitely has that covered. Now, besides that, the only other clue I always want to give you guys is that she has a tiara microphone. I mean, she's in beauty pageants, so yeah, that makes sense. So do you agree with me? You have to agree with me. Come on, you have to. Please let me know in the comment section. And the last one, and the one that you guys fight about the most, is the Rhino. And the Rhino's been doing fantastic these past 2 episodes. The clues that we had, it showed a plane and a speaker, as well as a sign saying south. The Rhino played an electric guitar and spoke on how after he hit the bottom, he met his wife and found to be stable. After that, we saw a frying pan, a diamond ring, something to do with tennis, and then his quote was, from the yearbook, "Family is very important for success, especially when performing for a king is in your blood." So maybe a king, could it be like a royal king, or maybe a king of baseball or a sport? You never know. Anyway, here's the audio Fox gave us.
Family is very important for success, especially when performing for a king is in your blood.
Here's our audio.
Family is very important for success, especially when performing for a king is in your blood.
Any guesses? Are you gonna guess Barry Zito? Because that has been my guess from day one. Listen to the Rhino talking and then listen to Barry.
Family is very important for success, especially when performing for a king is in your blood.
Oh, that was the most accurate baseball movie that there ever was.
So that voice matches up. And in our live stream yesterday, we went ahead and played different versions of him singing as himself and then compared it to the Rhino, and it matched up perfectly. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section. The clues that I can really go through with you right now is the fact that his quote about performing for kings because it's in his blood could relate to his parents, because his parents, who were show business people, worked for Nat King Cole, who, you know, a king, Nat King Cole, right? He kind of works there. And when he spoke about hitting the bottom and then meeting his wife, turns out that's exactly how it was. He went from being the highest player in MLB, sinking down to being benched during his World Series, which was really sad. But that was okay because the following year, you know, he got married, he fell in love, you know. So that's pretty much all of the clues I have to match up to be Barry being the Rhino. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments section. I do want to just let you guys know that we did start a Teespring store where we're selling t-shirts, mugs, stickers, and a couple other things, especially hoodies, because you guys really wanted hoodies. You can buy that stuff. There's like a merchandise shelf underneath the video. You can check it out there, or I'll put the link in the description. But let's go ahead and hit the pitch correct audio for all the remaining contestants. Here you go.
I lost my love for music. I wanted to quit. I believe that timing is everything, and being the frog has reignited the love that I have. And now I got a lot of stuff to say. I'm here, baby.
The friend getting my bracelet tonight is Robin. I gave this to you because the first time we met was lit.
My father, who's like my best friend, and he recently passed away. And this man was a true hero. He loved music, and this song was our jam.
Being here feels like such an opportunity to break out of my shell. People have always expected me to act a certain way.
That really tests me. Well, I want to rebel from all that. You can punish me all you like for being myself. But if I want to sing a love song, I'm gonna sing a love song.
I was voted most likely to appear on a list with Seal and Mike Tyson. And I might have been.
Look who's still here. Shocked? Me too. I knew going into this competition I was never gonna be the best singer. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me. I've always known how to work a crowd, and that's been my strategy here all along.
Now let me know who you think they all are in the comment section. I want to thank you guys for joining me, and if you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. And if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to leave you guys with a question. You guys are stuck at home for at least 2 weeks. What's the #1 thing you guys are doing? Let me know in the comment section. I'm Joey. I'll see you guys later. Bye.